Yeah, we back in the office again. You know what I'm saying? Back at work. Man, I've been hearing things out there, man. Hear things all the time, though. It's nothing new to me. That's how the game go. John 3:36 forever. Jesus is king forever. King of kings. King of the Jews. Yo, I've been hearing this crazy story lately about an interracial couple. I'm saying, hearing it all on my walkie-talkie, all that. I'm just hearing conversations over the walkie-talkie. I'm like, don't y'all ever turn y'all walkie-talkies off? But look, let's see what it's about. How the heck can I hear your conversation through my walkie-talkie? Bruh. Alright. We got something here that says, I can't lie, I'm a little bit late on this, but cats still talking about it. How I found out about the story was on TikTok recently. And the story not even too recently, but it's kind of recently. It's from a few months ago, is what I see. It say how Telvin, Telbo, Rackins, Osborne's. Damn, why you got so many names? Am I tripping on my man got two? Oh, Telbo, I think is his nickname. Okay, I was going to say, why do he have like two last names? Okay, so Osborne's girlfriend would get away with Hannah Grace Cobb case. Let's see what's this about. I'm new to this.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Crets. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like my vibe. Now, let's talk about something I've covered briefly before. The case of Hannah Cobb. We already discussed how her boyfriend, Telvin Telbo Rackins Osborne.
Wait a minute. This starting to ring a bell to me now. I think I did hear about this. I just forgot.
Was fatally shot, and how she was initially charged with involuntary manslaughter. But now, the Osborne family is pushing to upgrade the charges to murder. What started as involuntary manslaughter has the potential to turn into a murder trial if the Osborne family gets their way. If that happens, Hannah could be facing...
Wait. Who is these two people now? I don't think that's even them. That's like two different people right there. What the freak?
Serious time. Unless she has a lawyer sharp enough to dismantle the case.
Now that one kind of looked like her.
Against her.
The guy? I don't know. Is that the same guy? I don't know.
Let's be real. If there's one person who could ensure Hannah walks free, it would be Annalise Keating. Today, we're breaking down exactly how a top-tier defense...
What the heck she got to do with this? Ain't she an actress?
...attorney like Annalise would handle this case, manipulate public perception, and make sure Hannah never spends a day in prison.
You know that's because she's a female, right? You know they might say, oh, it's because her skin tone. It's because of her skin tone is what y'all think? I'm like, bro, if the roles was reversed and this was a white guy and a black girl, bro, I think my man to be doing 20. That's just what I think, but hey, I don't know.
Now, obviously, Annalise is fictional, but if Hannah wants to win, she needs a real lawyer just as ruthless and calculated as her. Let's get into it. Step 1. Weaponizing public perception and the online controversy. Before we even step into the courtroom, public perception already has a role in this case. And here's where things get interesting. A lot of black people, especially black women, don't care about this man's death. Let's talk about why. The moment the story
that's a generalization. That's a generalization, but she might be right.
Receipts started resurfacing.
Why? Because most don't even know this guy. Yeah, like, to be honest, most of us don't really care too much when somebody passes, right? Because by default, we probably didn't know it happened. And we don't know what happened, so we can't really feel too bad. So we don't know what the heck happened. And they ain't gonna never tell us what transpired. They're not gonna really tell us, I don't think.
IG posts, comments, and what did they show? Telvin openly degrading black women. Telvin worshiping...
Wait, bring that back? Oh, yeah, this rings a bell. I remember now.
Posts, comments, and what did they show? Telvin...
What? He said all that? Damn. Sheesh. Wow. It said it gotta be a white dog, though. He played too much. He said that. Dang, this dude. Dang, troll master. What is with this dude?
Been openly degrading.
Wow. But hey, he ain't the only one that troll hard. There's a lot of cats troll hard like this, man. A lot of cats troll hard like this. Females included, they troll hard. You know, out of hurt or whatnot. That's why when you are hurt, you shouldn't take it out on nobody else. That's a scripture that says that that never envy your oppressor. So if somebody oppressed you mentally, you shouldn't try to do it to someone else out of retaliation. You should never do that job. Otherwise, you're like Satan. Simple as that.
Black women.
It don't matter who you are.
It
don't matter who you are, male or female. Said white girls. Hey, y'all don't know what to say about that.
White women.
Oh, he said that back in 2012. Oh man, so they digging up dirt. Oh shoot, they digging up dirt. They digging past the grass. They digging up dirt.
Even making it
old dirt at that. They can't even grow anything.
Clear that black women were beneath him. Now, usually when a black man is killed by a white woman, the entire community is in an uproar. But this.
I mean, what community is she talking about? Hey, like I said, man, like, look. On this page, I see crazy stuff all the time on the body cam videos. So it's almost like I'm numb to it. I don't know. But then again, I've been numb to it because all them years of, scary movies and stuff, that just make you kind of. So that's why it's bad to watch scary movies all the time. I don't watch them too much anymore, but after a while, they get you kind of numb to people getting hurt and things of that nature. Like, it really do. So. And even in my mind right now, I'm like, is this a real story? Is this a real story? I never seen neither person in real life. So he's like, I'm be questioning everything. Like, I'm like,
this time,
I don't know.
The reaction has been shockingly different. Instead of demanding justice, a lot of black people have been saying, black women stay out of this.
I mean, you can't tell them all to stay out of it because he have a lot of family members that's like black women, obviously. He might have some family members that's mixed. He might have some family members that's just not black at all. It could happen. It could happen. And the thing about this is you got strangers saying this. It's like, bro, you was going to stay out of it anyways. You weren't going to do anything about it. Why pretend like you was going to do anything if you liked him? You know what I'm saying? Over some jokes, you dislike him. Okay, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because when people get roasted sometimes, it turns to hate. Like it does. That's why you shouldn't do that to people. You shouldn't roast people. Things of that nature. He was generalizing. I don't know why he did that. Like I said earlier with that Bible verse. It said never envy your oppressor. Somebody clearly oppressed him when he was a child mentally. Screwed his whole perception up. It probably happened when he was a teenager as well. Maybe even all the way into adulthood. But it's never right to, try to get your own revenge because the Lord is our avenger. You know what I'm saying? She another example, whoever this woman is, she another example. Like, it's like, but who are you getting revenge on? You don't know the guy don't know you. Like, I don't get it.
Not our battle. Rest in pain.
By default, it's not your battle though. Like, you're not even in this. You're not a lawyer for his family. The freak.
Telbo Rackins.
It's a rest in pain. What? Well, I'll say rest in pain if he went out and sin. If he didn't go out and sin, not gonna happen. But I don't know how he went out really. I doubt some jokes would get you thrown into the lake. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, that right there, that sound like some type of what you call it? Sound like he was glorifying freaking bestiality right there. I'm like, bro, I wouldn't joke like that at all. But that was a long time ago. I don't think that was. How long was that ago? Because they pulled up some other tweets that's from 2012 or something. That joke right there was probably from 2012 as well. So I don't know. It's a gross joke. I can't lie. It's gross. What the frick?
And free Hannah Grace.
But hey, some jokes fly off the handle. Not every joke is gonna be normal. Some jokes are gonna be abnormal. That's an abnormal joke right there. What the frick? Somebody must have pissed them off. See, that reminds me of those videos that people show. They show the aftermath of somebody getting pissed, but they don't show what made them pissed. It's like, I can't really say too much on that. I don't know who pissed them off. Like, somebody must have pissed them off. And he responded with that. Even though he should never responded with that. He should never responded. Whoever tried you, dude, you should just block them. Like, cause I think that's probably what happened. He won't say. Come on, bro. You think dude would just say that out of nowhere? Who the fuck makes jokes like that? And then I don't think that was even a joke. I thought it was an insult. Who the heck just insult a group of people out of nowhere? Somebody from that said group must have pissed him off that day, and probably kept bothering him. Like I mean, I can't really look into it because I don't know his Facebook and all that stuff. I ain't about to dig through all that junk. I'm just thinking. I'm trying to think beneath the surface. Everything leads to something. Nothing starts from nothing. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, according to atheists, but come on now. Even atheists know that something take this dude off. He ain't gonna say all that for nothing, bro. And I don't agree with him saying all this, though. Like I said, I don't agree with it. Well, you should never be like your oppressors, like scripture say. But I don't know. That's weird.
It was an accident. Telbo Rackins was murdered by his white girlfriend.
I mean, hey, people get taken out all the time, man, by, whoever. Skin tone, I don't give a damn about no skin tone, bro. If I have a family member that got taken out, I don't care about no skin tone. I care about the skin tone to see what the description of the person is, of course. But other than that, I ain't looking past the description. The description is the reason why I want to know what the skin tone is. It said Telbo Rackins was by his girlfriend. I'm not saying he deserved it. However, given his dating history and alleged social media posts, there is a reason to believe he was damn. Okay. So I've seen this type of stuff before. So he's not a regular swirler. He has that on the front of the swirler. That word right there. But I see, females do the swirl thing too, but they don't put that on front of it. So it's like, what the feet? You know what I'm saying? He said, before I say, I gotta know the Carfax. Carfax. The feet, this don't have anything to do with no car. But I get what he mean, though.
Not saying he deserved it. However, given his dating history,
he trying to holler at somebody. That's why he said all that. He trying to holler at somebody.
Alleged social media.
That's all that's crazy. When cats try to use your, they trying to use your motherfucking demise to holler.
Reason to believe he was a coon swirler.
Oh, I ain't like him. Hey, I ain't like him. Yeah, you're probably worse.
Before I say R.I.P.
At least that guy, he'll avoid him, right? This guy, he might get with him, still doing wrong, and talking about, see, I ain't like that dude though, man. I ain't like whatever.
I gotta know
whatever.
And this is exactly what a lawyer like Annalise would use to Hannah's advantage. Step 2.
Somebody like me, man, if I'd have seen that jump pop up on my damn homepage, I would have just been like, damn, this is a tragedy, and hopefully we can get all the facts so that justice can be served. But nah, somebody gotta say something like that. What the freak? Like, it is what it is, though. Hey, that's why I don't disagree with nobody when they say that, certain people, hate their own group more than the other groups do. I can't disagree with that. I can't. Because sometimes it seems to be true. Very true.
Now, let's talk about the jury. Hannah is a white woman in Georgia. Statistically speaking, white jurors will sympathize with her more.
Shoot, you know that.
Especially given how black people, particularly black women, have distanced themselves from this case. A lawyer like Annalise would know how to lean into this. She wouldn't outright say, black people don't care about this case. But she would use coded language to make sure the jury feels that divide. She'd say something like, ladies and gentlemen, we all know this case is unusual. This is not a story of a community rallying behind a fallen man. This is a story of a woman who was trapped in a dangerous situation, fighting to survive, and now she's being put on trial.
All right. Got a bit of a distraction. Let's continue.
Not because the facts changed, but because the emotions did. This subtly reminds the jury that even people from Telvin's own community are not fighting for him, which naturally makes them wonder, why? And the moment a jury...
Well, if that's true, then damn, that's bad. That's bad. Either he was adopted by another family that's not his own, or well, maybe he was adopted by another family that wasn't his own and probably got kicked out of that family for being like a knucklehead. I don't know.
Starts to question.
Or maybe his own family kicked him out of the family, disowned him for being a knucklehead. You know those family members that just be too much to deal with, and then they get pretty much outcasted, disowned and all that. It happens.
In the case emotionally, Hannah is winning. Step 3, addressing the changing her story.
She was gonna win regardless.
Now, the biggest red flag in this case is that Hannah changed her story. First, she said she was checking the state of the gun and it went off. Later, she admitted there was a struggle. The prosecution will pounce on this.
What?
They'll say, she lied to police. She only changed.
Well, if that's true, then damn. Something ain't adding up.
Changed her story when she realized she could go to jail. How can we believe anything she says now? Annalise? She would flip it into an advantage. She'd say, of course she panicked. She had just shot her boyfriend, a black man, and in today's social climate, she knew exactly what that meant. She wasn't just afraid of the police, she was afraid of the entire world, assuming she was guilty, no matter what actually happened. And then, she'd remind the
Hey, regardless of what the figure happened, she's guilty of taking someone out. So
jury of cases
she is
like
guilty
Christian
of that.
Obum's.
See, scripture said, thou shalt not kill. It don't say thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not commit homicide. All that stuff that mankind came up with to put somebody behind bars with. None of that. It said if you kill, period, you're guilty. And you have sinned against God.
Sally, where a white woman killed her black boyfriend and the world immediately assumed she was guilty.
She is guilty though.
Say Hannah was scared. She thought
she's
the
guilty
safest thing to say
she's guilty of taking this guy's life. That's what she's guilty of.
Was an accident. But when she had time to process what really happened,
I can't even lie. Y'all might think I'm lying, but I'm not even lying. Before I even looked into this video, right, into the story or whatnot, I heard about the story, but I thought to myself, I bet she gonna try to say that she mishandled a gun and that it was accidental. I had a feeling that she was gonna say something like that. I just had a feeling.
She told the truth. And the truth is, she was fighting for her life. And just like that,
probably was.
The prosecution's strongest argument is neutralized. Step 4. Dismantling the murder charge. Once Annalise has the jury doubting the validity of the upgraded charge, she'd go in for the kill. Murder requires intent. She'd say, if Hannah wanted to kill Telvin, why didn't she shoot him more than once? Why did she call 911?
Good point.
Why did she immediately cooperate? None of this is the behavior of a cold-blooded killer. Then she'd introduce forensic evidence, the gunpowder residue on Telvin's hands, proving he was reaching for the gun. The angle of the shot, which suggests a struggle, not a direct execution. And she'd sum it up like this. What happened that night wasn't murder. It was self-defense. It was the last desperate act of a woman who knew that if she didn't act first, she wouldn't be here today.
Sure, they was gonna say that regardless, even if it ain't true. You know that.
Boom. The prosecution's argument just crumbled.
Come on now.
Step 5. Turning Telvin's own words against him. Now, this is
telling his words against him. He can't even say anything. He can't defend himself in this.
Where Annalise,
I mean, if he survived, he'll be able to, but he can't. He lost by default. He can't come into court himself and say, I didn't do that.
Destroy the prosecution's case. She would put Telvin's own words on display. She'd pull up his Facebook posts, his Instagram captions, and his text messages, the ones that prove he wasn't just devoted to Hannah, but dangerously obsessed. He professed, "I'll kill for her. I'll kill."
Hey, shoot, she probably did all that. I don't know. I'll look more into it after this video. Look what he said there. But to be honest, most chicks want a dude that'll do something like that for them. Like, let's keep it honest. Like, yeah. Regardless of skin tone, you know, they all want somebody that will do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you want somebody to be able to protect you. Of course. But that's crazy to put that on social media, bro. Damn, man. Hey, man, don't you keep your personal life separate from social media, man. They get thrown right in your face. Even if you're not even breathing, they're still throwing it in your face. Like, they can't throw it on your face, now they're throwing it on your coffin. Ain't that something? Oh.
About her, and I ain't scared to say I'll die about her. But it didn't stop there.
No respect for the dead these days, man.
Telvin didn't just declare his willingness to kill or die over Hannah. He also made it clear how much he despised women who didn't look like her. He openly degraded black.
They didn't look like her. We all look the same. We all look like humans, don't we? But yeah, that's just the way I see it, though. You know, I look beneath the surface, man. You know, it reminds me of that verse, 1 Samuel. What is it? 1 Samuel 16:7. Is that what that is? I don't know. I might have got this wrong. Let me see. 1 Samuel. Oh, see, I looked it up before. See, Google remembers. Yeah. See, he said, look. He said, but the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Where your heart at? See, cats can save themselves, women and guys, you know, women and men, they can save themselves a whole lot of heartache if they just look at the heart, rather than just outward appearance. Oh man, she look good. But is her heart good, though? You know what I'm saying? Or I want to get rid of her because she this skin tone. Or that skin tone. Where's her heart at? You know what I'm saying? Just with me asking that, they'll probably be like, okay, you're strange. You're weird. You're a weirdo. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a weirdo. Because I'm trying to use common sense here. And move like the Lord will want me to move. Instead of move like the ways of these worldly heathens do. But it's whatever.
Woman, going so far as to say he would rather commit bestiality than be intimate with a black woman.
Yeah. I was looking at that earlier. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But it ain't just him that talk like that. It ain't just him. You can look through social media and you see. It's a whole lot of hate within, you know, that community for each other. Like, it ain't just him.
Annalise would hammer this point home. This is not just a man in love. This is a man who built his entire identity around one woman, to the point where he publicly declared he would kill for her. To the point
that's crazy.
Where he degraded every other type of woman, as if Hannah was the only one worthy of his life, or of someone else's death. And then she'd frame it in a way the jury cannot ignore. Hannah was afraid of what Telvin would do to her because he had already told the world what he was capable of.
See? I mean, hey, that might be true. And if it is, man, he brought this on himself. Made that girl scared, bro. Made that girl scared.
If he was willing to kill for her, what would he do to her if she tried to leave? If he had no problem saying he'd take a life, how could she be sure that life wouldn't be her?
That's a good point. It's the same reason, you know, females should leave these dope boys, you know what I'm saying? The dope man. Shoot. Not any dope man, because some dope dudes, they just want that money. Some, are so obsessed with money and their heart have grown cold that if they see anything as being in their way, their wife included, it's a wrap. So, hey, gotta be careful out here.
She would pull up his exact words, let them sit in the air, let the jury see for themselves what kind of man Telvin really was. And then she'd drive it home.
Shoot, the jury don't even know him, but hey, I guess they leave it up to them though.
Telvin told us exactly who he was. He told us that losing Hannah would break him. And on the night she tried to leave for good, he snapped. And she knew
Possibly.
this time he wasn't letting her go.
If you're trying to let go, I ain't gonna say the word that come before that. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah.
At this point, the jury no longer sees Hannah as a murderer. They see a woman who was trapped in a toxic, obsessive relationship who acted in self-defense. Step 6,
You
the
decide
closing
if you're trying
argument
to
that
let go.
seals the deal. Now, Annalise isn't just going to win. She's going to make sure Hannah walks out of that courtroom untouchable.
You ask
She'll
me?
step up to the...
I know this is a what if and whatnot, but you ask me, man. Oh, okay, it's a what if, but some of it probably facts. You know. You ask me though, I think she had a lawyer like that for real. That painted this a certain way and got her free. That's if she's free today. I don't know. This video came out like I don't know how many months back. Let me see. 2 months back, I think. So I'm kind of late on it, but it did happen not long ago, right? I think.
jury, voice low, controlled. Hannah Cobb was afraid of Telvin Osborne long before that night. She knew his temper. She knew what he was capable of. And when she finally decided to leave him, he made good on his threats.
Damn.
But what he didn't expect was that she would fight back. She'd pause, let it sink in.
Hey, you never know.
You don't have to like Hannah. You don't even have to believe she's innocent. But what you do have to believe is that there is reasonable doubt. And in this country, reasonable doubt means one thing: you cannot convict. And just like that, it's over.
Hey, he can't defend himself.
So,
It's over.
will Hannah
As she
actually
said.
walk free? I don't know. Do my arguments sound a little dramatic? Maybe even unrealistic? Probably. But let's be real. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just someone who watches way too many crime TV shows and has a solid understanding of how
Hey, she pretty good though, to be honest. You know, to not be a lawyer, she's pretty good.
good defense attorneys
Hey, if I didn't have no paper, and I needed somebody to represent me. Hey, I'll call out to this woman. I'll be like, please. I'll be like, look, man, I'm down on my. See, my pockets are flat. Look, man, I only got 800. Come on, man, represent me. I only got 800. Come on, come on, man. Hey, man, they try to throw the book at me, man. Come on, man. Come on. That's all I got. She be like, they ain't gonna let me represent you. I ain't even a lawyer. I'll be like, just tell me what I need to say, man. I'm gonna represent myself. You just tell me what you know. Teach me some things.
shape narratives. But here's the thing. Hannah's real-life lawyer, if they're even half decent, is going to explore some of these exact strategies. Will they pull out Telvin's social media history?
You freaking right. They gonna pull out his social media history. That's why I chill the heck out on there. You know what I'm saying? But then again, I'm just a chill person anyways. So you're not gonna find anything crazy or too crazy on mine. Nah. Right.
To show his obsessive nature?
That's crazy right there.
Probably.
None of this look
Will
good.
they highlight the racial divide in public perception and how black women aren't rallying behind this case? They should. Will they?
So this is the reason why I didn't blow up too much, if you ask me. It was mostly on social media. I don't know if it was on the news or not. And I forgot about it quickly. I just remembered it today. I saw it yesterday on TikTok somewhere, and I thought the case was new. And nah, the more I looked at that picture, the more it came back to my memory. I was like, I've seen that couple before, and this been happened. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty strange. Pretty strange.
Work to reduce this
I think if she was a police officer, yeah, it'd have been way different. It'd been way different.
charge back down to manslaughter or even get her off completely. If they know what they're doing, absolutely. Now, does that mean Hannah definitely walks scot-free? Not necessarily.
No.
But at the very least, a lawyer who knows how to argue like Annalise isn't letting her rot in prison for life.
Yeah,
So,
that's for
what
sure.
do y'all think? Could this defense actually work? Would a lawyer like Annalise get Hannah off? Let's talk about it in the comments. And like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe, man. She pretty good at her stuff. Also, like and subscribe my stuff, too. Let me go to this article, though. Hold on, move this. Okay. Oh, this article pretty new. Look at that. February 26, 2025. Maybe it's just a revisit of the story, though. Because I think this story has been around since 2024 somewhere. He said, black man by white girlfriend in Georgia, sparking debate. I don't know which words you can and cannot say on here. It's gotten ridiculous with the whole censorship thing. So, hey, I don't know what you can say or can't say. I heard you can't even say the colors, this color or that color. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I heard, though. Heard you can't even say it. But yeah, this is some type of portrait or something going on. I don't freaking know. You got the unnatural hair color here. He is unnatural. They're both blondes, I guess. Unnatural blondes. I don't know, man. I know we ain't supposed to look at appearance, like I said in 1 Samuel 16:7. But I understand why we do. You have to understand why we do that. For safety reasons and all that. I don't know. You got the tattoos. He got tattoos. Jewelry. He got jewelry. She got makeup. He got a cap twisted back. Hey, I don't know, man. I pay attention to everything. I don't know. And I don't know if none of that mean anything. Hey, it'll add up eventually to meaning something. Tell me it don't mean anything. Okay. So it says, a woman from Georgia, Hannah Grace Cobb, has been charged with the fatal of a 30-year-old boyfriend, Telvin Rackins, Osborne. What's up with Telbo Rackins? What's up with that nickname, bro? Does that mean he got like pistols with extendo clip and all that on the hip? Make a full dip, in depth. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So the incident has sparked intense reactions online, fueled not only by the tragic circumstances of Osborne's death, but also by his past derogatory remarks about. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, Osborne, a father of also he had children too. I wonder who he had them children by. I wouldn't be surprised if he had those by, somebody with similar skin tone of himself. That probably what helped sparked him saying all these crazy things online. But my question is, was it him that started the arguments every time? I don't think so. I think somebody else probably started with him and he probably retaliated with some insults of his own. I don't know. Cause they leave that stuff out. I don't know why they leave that stuff out. It ain't right. That's all I can say. Only thing come to my mind is Exodus 20 where he said, "Thou shalt not be a false witness," right? So that's something I ain't trying to do. Hey, are y'all gonna move me to the top? Come on, man. What, to show me some advertisement or some junk I don't want? Come on. Bro. Y'all see this in real time, man. Come, bro. No, I don't want these advertisements. Send it to rich folks, or you gonna send it to me? Hold up. Where was I at? Where was I at? Okay, he's a father too. He was, taken out early Sunday morning following a heated argument with Cobb after a night of drinking. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. I kind of figured it was that something out of rage. It just don't happen out of nowhere, especially within a relationship. But you know me, I don't take relationships too serious unless someone's married. You know me, that's just how I do. Initially, Cobb claimed the shooting was accidental, stating she had been cleaning her firearm after a night out. Please. However, after further investigation, Cobb was charged with involuntary manslaughter. Oof. Oh, y'all saw that tweet. Yeah, they continue using that, huh? So I guess this story must have resurfaced because this tweet pretty new. Okay, so according to Burke County Sheriff's Office, the shooting occurred at approximately 5:45 a.m. in the 800 block of 4 Points Road near Rainsboro. Deputies found Osborne suffering from a single wound to the chest, and he was later pronounced out of here at the hospital. The Burke County Sheriff's Office is investigating the incident with the Criminal Investigation Division and interviewing witnesses and gathering evidence. Cobb, who is cooperating with the investigation, remains in custody at Burke County Jail. Damn, so she's still locked up. Why they making it seem like this happened this year? Bro, I could have sworn I heard about this last year. They're making it seem like it happened this year, though. I don't think this happened this year. Sheriff Alonzo Williams confirmed that both Cobb and Osborne had been drinking before their argument escalated. See? Satan got his way in that situation. He got his way. So liquor was the cause of all this BS, bro. And hey, they paint this guy out to be a pretty bad guy, but I don't know, bro. I don't know. The reason why a lot of people in his family probably ain't getting into this junk like that, or maybe they is, I don't know. Maybe it's just being hidden. Let's just say that they're not trying to get involved. Then they probably know they was just an accident. But I don't know. Maybe he has separated himself from his family. That happens too. Maybe she was the only family that he had, or he thought he had. The blonde, Miss Cobb on a Miss Corn on a Cobb. They say he emphasized that introducing a firearm into an already volatile situation while the intoxicated was reckless. That's just facts. Cobb now faces charges of simple battery, family violence, and reckless conduct in connection to the shooting. Okay, so I think they downgraded her charges or whatnot, which I know they want. I knew they was gonna do that, man. Come on now. If it was him and he did that to her, shoot, man, my man would be out of here. My man probably have 30 years of life, probably 40. In the wake of Osborne's, his past comments about women have surfaced on social media or resurfaced. See, it been out there, resurfaced. Osborne had previously made controversial remarks, including expressing a preference for women over women. Yeah, that happens. He should have kept it to himself, though. Because now that he passed, they be using it against him. And, hey, only thing he's going to do is allow his former girlfriend to walk free of that tragedy that went down. These statements have sparked mixed reactions, while some have expressed sympathy for his tragic death. I have sympathy, yeah. But at the same time, bro, like, the both of you, maybe they didn't know about the Bible verse that says, be sober, for the devil is preying around like a lion, or prowling around like a lion, to devour whoever he can. And he devoured them with these spirits that they call liquor, and he took over that whole situation, and now we have a tragedy. Others have condemned his past rhetoric. Yeah. He had some crazy rhetoric, man, which many view as an example of internalized, something I don't believe in right there. But I just say it is. I say it's prejudice. It's prejudice and colorism. The irony of Osborne's at the hands of a a particular kind of woman, the very demographic he had publicly exalted. See, that's why you exalt nobody but God. Has it added a layer, which I don't think he was even exalting her, to be honest. Nah. I mean, he probably was. I don't think so. I don't think he said, "Oh yeah, this is my God." I didn't see none of that. May the Lord have mercy on his soul, though, man. Shoot. Has added a layer of controversy to the situation. Yup. It's more about that than what happened to him. That's why cats need to be careful out here, man. That's why with certain cats, when they say on their social media that, look, as a man, you kind of have no friends. You know what I'm saying? I kind of know what he mean by that. Even if you do have friends, like, you kind of have, like, no allies, really, if you're a man. You gotta be freaking careful on what you say on social media and things, man. Oh, yeah, I saw that post. Yeah, I saw that post. So, that's a new tweet, too? Yeah. From last month. He said, as Cobb faces charges, questions remain about whether justice will be fully served. Some believe her actions were intentional and argue for harsher penalties, while others feel that Osborne's past rhetoric has influenced public perception of the case. Yes, it did. Overshadowing the serious domestic that led to the shooting. That ain't the only thing that's overshadowed. More than that is overshadowed. That overshadows the importance of his life. You got people that care more about that than his life. They care about what he was saying on social media more than his life, bro. But hey, you can't be surprised at a world like this. Back in Genesis, the first book. That's the first book of the scripture. That's like the very beginning of civilization as we know it. The Lord said there was none that were righteous already. He only found one man so that we may continue on today, which was Noah. And we continued on through him. But this world is freaking wicked, bro. We see it day by day. It's freaking wicked out here, bro. But scripture already said that people wasn't going to be open for disagreement or none of that. People hate you off of a disagreement. That's crazy. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't too nice what he was saying. But you know me, I got thick skin, so I'm like, it is what it is. But some people hated this guy. Even while he's not even here anymore physically, they hate him because of what he was saying. And then what they'll say is, oh, no, we don't. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You don't have to say that you hate him for us to see that you do. Because me, I don't got much to say about this too much. I mean, of course, I said a lot about it in this video, but I'm just giving my perspective from a believer of the Most High. Because most people that's talking about this seem like heathens. They're just full of hate, full of Satan. So we got Genesis over here, Genesis 5:2. You know me, I don't believe in race. I believe it's a made-up construct to control. Just like people believe, my belief is a made-up construct to control. But this case proves to you that people are more controlled by this thing called race than they are by my beliefs. My beliefs don't control nobody. The Lord don't control. The Lord don't force you to do nothing. But when you believe too much into that race thing, it forces you to end up having hate for somebody. But it said Genesis 5:2. He created them male and female and blessed them. And he named them mankind when they were created. See, that's what we are, mankind. Right? Or the version that I quote the most. Let me see, can I find that? KJV version. I quote that the most. Where's that at? There it is. Hit the magnifying glass. It says, male and female created he them and blessed them and called them name Adam. Called their name Adam. See, we're Adam. That's what we are. Regardless of skin tone, we are Adam. We come from one man. In the day when they were created. You see? But hey, you don't have to believe that if you don't want. It's all good. Matthew 5:21-22 NIV. You have heard that it was said to the people long ago, you shall not murder. Anyone who will be subject to judgment. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Anyone who says to Again, anyone who says to a brother or sister, I don't know what that means, is answerable to the court. And anyone who says, you fool, will be in danger of the fire of hell. So don't act out of anger towards anybody. If you're angry, try your best to control that anger. Don't show hatred towards nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they did in that moment when they argued with each other. They showed a bit of hatred towards each other. Somebody pulled the scrap. I don't know which one did. I doubt the guy pulled the scrap. No way. I think the female pulled that junk. Because there's no way if he pulled it out, she would be able to try to wrestle that out his damn hand with a fig. Unless he was drunker than her, then maybe, yeah. But I leave it with this. You know, one of the main ones that I quote, John 3:36. It's the ESV version. It says, whoever believes in the Son has eternal life. Whoever does not obey the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of God remains on him. Hopefully, you know, that woman, Miss Cobb, I call her Corn on the Cobb. Hopefully she can start following the Lord. Leave that liquor alone and all that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like you got a second chance. You know, Mr. Osborne wasn't so fortunate. Now you got to face the judgment. That's what he has to do right now. Hopefully the Lord have mercy on his soul, man, and have grace upon him. If not, you know what happens for those who don't have grace upon them. You know what happens to them. He said, depart from me, you worker of lawlessness, for I never knew you. And we got John 14:6, the New King James Version right here. And it says, Jesus said unto him, I am the truth. No, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. Simple. He's the only way. The only way. No liquor. No drugs of any sort. No nothing. No intercourse. None of that. It's going to help you in the long run, is it? At least not in the next life. It's not going to help you at all. It's useless. It's vanity. Like King Solomon would say. And you know, he had lots of all that stuff. He had 1,000 women on his arm. You know what I'm saying? I think it said 666 tons of gold coming in and day out. So he would know. And then he's the wisest man to ever live, as well as the richest. So I'll leave y'all with that, man. Peace be upon y'all and blessings.